What is up, everybody? Welcome to another YouTube video. This is the week 23 recap video, I believe. I hope. It might be wrong, might be 24, but I'm pretty sure it's 23. One day I'll know for sure. But in this recap series, we go over everything I did in my live stream this past week, Monday through Thursday. So we're gonna be jumping right into it with Monday. I think we got a pretty big week planned, so there should be some cool stuff in here to start off our new project in our world that we are working on, the Irridosa Swamp. Just waiting on the server to load here, and then we'll get jumped into Monday. So yeah, let's check it out. Alrighty, everybody. So Monday we worked on the start of the Irridosa Swamp. So this is our new project that we are working on in my world here. So for reference, this is where Dunvara City was. This is the last project we were working on, that big city with the field out front and stuff when we kind of started these recap videos. So if you just go through the Rocky Pass here, you end up in the Irridosa Swamp. And we are basically, I'm going to be conforming this entire, redoing this entire biome into a swampy kind of biome area. And then we're going to have a build over in this section of our world here. So to start off, Monday, we basically just started doing some terraforming, and that's going to be a lot of the first few weeks of this is going to be terraforming, figuring out where we want things. You can see I've started kind of digging out the path or the swamp here. Basically, where all these trees are, there's going to be these like island type areas, and in between all of these islands, it's going to be water, kind of like how you see here. But we're going to be making it look a little bit more swamp-like and nicer. So yeah, we started off basically all day Monday, just getting these built. You can see a few scattered ones in here. I also laid out kind of how I want the path to go through the swamp, but I have a feeling that's going to change. Then anywhere you see this sand stacked up, that's where more trees are going to be grown. So we still have to grow more of these big ebony trees from the tree growth module and whatnot. But yeah, that's basically what we spent Monday on, is getting things figured out and starting to build the swamp islands. And hopefully we'll have more progress on this throughout the week here. But yeah, let's jump over to Tuesday and see how much further we've gotten on Tuesday. This is as far as I've gotten so far in one day's worth of work. Not much, but yeah. Alrighty, everybody. Tuesday's update. So it was exactly as I predicted yesterday. More terraforming. We started getting more of the swamp laid out here. I started working over back towards the Rocky Pass entrance over here. Getting this all set up and in there. So we have different levels that we're gonna have the water at for the swamp. So I started laying that out as well. I marked it on the map here. You can kind of see. So like this area over here is gonna be all the water is gonna be around level 109, and then in this little section here, it's gonna be like 110. And then up here is going to be 111, leading to the entrance to the Rocky Pass over here. It's kind of the plan, but yeah, yesterday we basically just started clearing out, like all this has got to get terraformed down and stuff, and we started placing more of these little mounds where the trees are going to go, and eventually like the pathways that we're going to have throughout the swamp. Started getting more of those placed around here, so it's coming along. We're definitely getting a lot of resources for this as well, which is nice. Lots of dirt. So yeah, you can see we just laid out more of these. It's just been kind of sporadic. Sometimes I'll work over there, sometimes I'll work over here. And then off stream, I have started the process of taking down the mountains. So all these mountains over here, it's kind of easy to see them during the day. These mountains right here all have to go. So these are all going to be pretty much destroyed. I've started, you can see up here, started leveling this one. It was probably about up there, earlier. Now it's down to here. So all this is going to be flattened out down to the respective level that it needs to be at for the water. And then basically up along here, I'm going to basically build this, like very similar to this, but all the way around here to basically surround the Rocky Pass. So the Rocky Pass is basically going to be just a cave that goes straight to Dunvara, and there's going to be like a little river that runs through it. Maybe I'll have the river actually run out into the swamp. That'd be kind of cool as well. Yeah, that'd be really cool, actually. But yeah, that's what we did on Tuesday, and a little bit off stream and stuff. Yeah, it looks good during the day. I also chopped down 2 trees here. They were in the way. We got a ton of wood from them. They were huge. But yeah, I guess let's jump over and see what we get accomplished on Wednesday. Hopefully this will look quite a bit different. Alrighty guys, Wednesday recap here. So yeah, everything we did on Wednesday was just pretty much more terraforming here. We started working on the entrance area, so just started digging this all out and getting rid of some of the lakes that are here. We have the entrance here. We're going to go with a more ramped style. So basically you will come out of the rocky pass here is kind of the idea, and then it kind of instantly starts going down into the swamp, and then this right here is going to be a water level with trees similar to that. So all of this has to get lowered. What else did we do? We also dug out the trenches for the different water levels. So on the map here, you can see like this whole area, the water level is going to be 111. This is going to be all 110. And then this is going to be 109 in here. So I started just kind of going along these edges here. And we dug all this out. So this was all dirt, like in this section. It goes all the way around this way. So if we go over here, so you can see it just kind of, I just dug out where the line is going to be so I know where to do the terraforming and stuff. This one goes into the mountain. It just kind of stops here for now, but it's going to basically keep going that way once this mountain's removed. And then there is another one if we go right through here. The 110 to 109 trench line is right here. So all this is going to get flattened down. We are going to have so much dirt by the end of this. And then this one just goes all the way back into the where we have work done in the swamp. So we'll go this way. Yep, right through here. And yeah, and that's pretty much everything we did Wednesday. It was just more terraforming, more getting stuff sorted. We built more of these the tree mounds in here. These ones right here, we built a couple. We dug out all this. And yeah, just getting it further prepped for eventually the water to be put in here. So yeah, let's see what we get accomplished on Thursday. Alrighty, Thursday recap day, guys. So hopefully this area looks quite a bit different than it did Wednesday's recap, because I did a lot of work on this entrance area. We put some more trees down. We cleared a lot more of the land around here. We started working on the entrance area, of course, right? So I started like grading the land along here. This used to go all the way out to pretty much like right there, and then I've been digging and grading it all out. We spent a lot of time working on this. If we go over, if we follow along here, as you can see, this is where the land level used to be, and I've slowly been digging it down to the swamp level, which is like right here. This is swamp level. So all this is going to end up getting cleared down to this level. We'll put some more of these tree mounds that we've been calling them in there. I did do some work around this edge here to kind of make it blend a bit better. I think it came out pretty good. And yeah, we just all around got more of these tree mounds placed. Cleared out more of the land, and yeah, that's pretty much what we did on Thursday. Just like I said, a lot of terraforming this week. Probably next week is going to be a lot of terraforming as well. I have to start working into the swamp area and whatnot. But let's see, let me pull up the map here. You can see quite a bit different on the map. You can see exactly where we've been terraforming and the lines and stuff. Eventually, all this is going to get terraformed as well. But this is definitely going to be a grind. There's a lot of mountains over here that need to be torn down. It's going to take a lot of steel to make tools and stuff to tear these all down. Might utilize blasting bombs, but I'm not too sure yet if I want to go that route, because you do lose some resources when you use the blasting bombs, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, there's that. I did do some work off stream while I was waiting for it to be daytime so I could record this. So I'll show you guys what I did off stream. So if we go up the entrance here, so this path, there's going to be a path here that goes up and down to the swamp and to the rocky pass here. If we go into here, I finally finished this cave in here. It actually came out a lot better than I thought it would. So this cave is completely man-made along with the river here, completely built up. And this basically just flows through here out to the other side of cave system. And eventually that won't be there. Like, all these islands are going to be taken out of here, and this will just be ocean view, which will be pretty cool. You can see the Rocky Pass border kind of goes, anything outside, all this has to go. So all these will eventually go as well. Just lots of terraforming, lots and lots of terraforming. I do wish I had a natural, like, almost like, I know there's the glowworms lighting that you can utilize. I wish you could get that. I know it generates in the game, but you can't collect it with shears. I wish you could. I'm debating if I want to use a mod that lets me get that, because it'd be really cool to have lighting in here that was natural instead of me putting torches down. But sadly, the game does not have any natural lighting that you can collect, as far as I'm aware. So it makes something like this a lot difficult. So eventually the lighting will update in here, and it'll just be completely dark, I imagine. And it'd just be nice in general to have some sort of natural lighting in the game, but unfortunately there is not yet. But yeah, anyway, that's everything we did on Thursday. That's also everything we did this week. The recap is done. So just a heads up, this is something new that I started. If you are interested in watching the VODs, or you are a VOD enjoyer for my channel, I now have a 24/7 vintage story stream going on Twitch. It is twitch.tv/NateDoesLifeVods. There will be a link inside the description of this video. It is a 24/7 vintage story VOD playthrough. It starts from when I originally started this world, and it plays through every VOD that is associated with this world, and playing vintage story. So if you're interested, you can go check that out. Feel free to give the channel a follow. And yeah, you'll be able to see the progress on this world as it's happened. My idea of that channel is basically to kind of give people a way to see the entire world without just only seeing it from my live stream or from these recap videos. So you'll be able to see the construction of Trinity Point, Dunvara, Yaren, Delrich, all those throughout as it plays and stuff like that. Alternatively, there is a YouTube channel. All my VODs are now being moved over to a new YouTube channel. It is youtube.com/NateDoesLifeVods, same as the Twitch channel essentially. And over there, I have started categorizing and sorting all my VODs out by year and also by game. So there's playlists for every year that I've been streaming that I've captured VODs. I think it's going to end up going back to like 2018. And then they will be categorized by games as well. So there is a vintage story VOD. It's got like 300 some episodes, but it details the entire playthrough of this world in there. So if you are interested, you can also watch it there if you want to, go at your own pace instead of like a live stream's pace. But there's two options for you guys if you want to go kind of watch the history of this world, which, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this recap video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, take it easy, keep being awesome, and I will see you guys next week. All right, bye-bye.